What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we are going to be looking at and reviewing the Hot Wheels Monster Truck Case G for 2021. Alright, it feels like it's been forever since I made a Hot Wheels Monster Truck case video. Yeah, so this is all over the place with Hot Wheels Monster Trucks. These things, I don't even know what case really we're on right now. It's been so wacky lately. So, to my knowledge, everything after Case D has been kind of just thrown into stores all around us. You know, everything's kind of been bobbly, I guess, but here it is. This is Case G. This is the latest case I was able to complete, and big thanks to Walmart. Now, Targets, I have yet to see any Hot Wheels monster trucks for a while. They actually, at least in my area, they went back to trucks from 2020, so, you know, the trucks without the tire as the bubble, and I've been finding a lot of Bigfoot Stars and Stripes, which is kind of odd. But yeah, moving on to 2021. Now, I don't know if this is the newest case out. I don't even know if this case has a chase piece. There's been a couple of them, but I think right now the latest chase piece is the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck, which is the Chicago style. It's either that one or there's a Roger Dodger, which is a 1974 version, I believe. But none of those trucks are in this case. This is Case G, and there's really nothing new in this case, I want to say, but there is new paint schemes. So for Case G right here, the main truck, the first truck, is a BoneShaker. But this BoneShaker is a little different. It is a Hot Wheels Pizza Co. BoneShaker, which is pretty cool. We did see a 1/24 scale of a Pizza Co. truck last year. I believe it was the pickup truck casting, but that's pretty cool. Then we also see a return casting for dairy delivery, which I believe that was in Case B. It was the old Flames paint job, so we have a new paint job on that, and I believe it is the, I think, pinstripes, I believe. Actually, let's turn this around. I forget what one off the top of my head. There we go, Paint Crush, in the top right corner, so that's pretty cool. I like that. And really, that's really it. I mean, we've seen the Toxic Hotweiler from last year. This is the first time we are seeing that truck this year. We are now seeing the V8 Bomber with that green paint job, which that was a truck from last year as well. This is our second time seeing the Hot Wheels Demo Derby. That was in Case A, I believe. Now, Loco Punk Toxic, that truck has been in multiple cases. I actually believe that truck's going to be in the next case video as well. Motosaurus, once again, another copy and paste truck, which, okay, I like it. And then last but not least, a new truck, a new paint job for this year on the SUV casting, which is the Hot Wheels Burger Delivery, which is basically, I guess that truck would kind of replace All Beefed Up, or it did replace All Beefed Up, but that's really it. So this case has been, I don't want to say lackluster, but these trucks, I don't know, I want to say that Hot Wheels was hitting it off pretty strong. You know, we had Snakebite, we had all these new trucks coming out of nowhere, we had these chase pieces, we had the Herbie chase piece, but, I don't know, I'm going to rank these trucks in the order from my least favorite to my favorite, and I want to say that Case G, this might not be a strong case for the year, but there are a couple good trucks in here, nice new paint schemes. One thing I'm noticing looking at the back of this box, there's no new casting here, so that's kind of odd. Usually we have a whole new truck or a brand new truck or something like that, but I mean, I guess we do if you want to consider it, the pizza truck with BoneShaker and that new Paint Crush on Dairy Delivery. But with that being said, let's rank these trucks in my opinion, and let's start off with the one that's my least favorite in this case. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with a truck that I honestly think we could have did without, or at least have a different paint job or something, and that's going to be this truck. Now, we did see this already in Case A of 2021, and it's none other than truck number 4 out of 75, which is Demo Derby. Now, Demo Derby is a cool looking truck. I love how this truck is a real life truck, and as you can tell, up on the top right corner, Monster Trucks Live, it's truck 1 out of 7. So, honestly, this we could have dealt without. Looking at the back of it here, as I cannot hold it, that is Case A, so this is the second time we're seeing it. I don't like how Hot Wheels does that for cases, but You know, at least change it up a little bit in some way. And honestly, that's the main reason why this truck is last for Case G. So next on the list, truck coming in at number 7, it's a truck we kind of just got out of nowhere. This is actually in 2 back-to-back cases, and this is actually the reason why this ranks so low. And the reason for it, and of course it's a truck we've seen before, it is right here, number 37 out of 75, Toxic Loco Punk. Now, they're actually not named Toxic this year, they're named Super Fueled. So I'm just seeing that for the first time, which is pretty cool. As you see in the top right, as I try to fix the camera, which is not letting me. Alright, there we go. So Super Fueled, I like that, that's pretty cool. Now, this truck, it is in back-to-back cases. Now, it is also in Case E and Case G. So here is Case E, and Case E, I have yet to find anything. That's a pretty cool looking case. I believe the chase piece is in this one. I think it's that Roger Dodger that's shown there, but I think it's like a totally different one. That's like a, I think we've seen that one in a double pack before. But Loco Punk, you know, we've seen it twice in a row here, back-to-back cases. Not a big fan of that. I like the truck personally, but I kind of wish maybe they did something different. Last year we did see, oh no, it was this year. We saw the Loco Punk that was a neon, right? Yeah, I think that was in the second case, Case B or Case C. So this could be the second time we're seeing Loco Punk. However, it is the toxic version of the truck again, and also it's back-to-back cases, which I don't really understand, so gonna have to put it near the bottom here. And coming in at number 6, of course, another truck we've seen already. No different paint job, nothing like that. And the truck, I believe, that was in Case D of this year, which is none other than Motosaurus. Now, Molosarus is a cool looking truck. I love it. This is probably one of the most common themes on this truck. Last year, I believe, we had a 5-pack exclusive that was gray and black, which was pretty cool. However, I would like to see this truck as something else than this paint scheme. I think they had a pretty cool opportunity to do it, at least in this case, to at least make it maybe a toxic one or something along that. As you see, it's truck number 6 out of 7 for the local ride, and it's truck number 31 out of 75 for the year. And the original case that it was in, Case D, this case was famous for having that invader with the tank, or I can't even talk, the tank treads, which was pretty cool. You know, that's kind of cool to see that. Also twin mill with the street tires. However, I hate how Hot Wheels rinse and repeats. I think this was actually the last case I reviewed and looked at, because that orange Bigfoot is so awkward. But yeah, Motosaurus, kind of wish to see it in a different paint scheme, maybe a different light. But yeah, number 6 on Case G. And now cracking the top 5, the truck coming in at number 5 is a truck we've seen before, but this truck now has a brand new paint scheme, and in my opinion, it looks a lot better than its first counterpart, and that is V8 Bomber. So this paint scheme on V8 Bomber, we got it last year towards the end of the year in the final couple cases, and it looks pretty cool. I like the 124 scale version of this truck. I like the army paint. It is very nice to see that. However, this is, I believe, the first time we are seeing it in 2021. And it is truck number 3 out of 7 for Crash Legends. And it's also truck number 25 out of 75. Now, there's no difference. See, one thing I would complain about with Hot Wheels is when they do something like this and they basically just copy and paste the truck from last year. You know, I kind of wish they changed it up a little bit. Now, this truck, there's no difference from the truck that we got at the end of last year. I know on certain 5 alarms, there's a little difference or anything like that, but however, you know, I'm happy to see V8 Bomber back. I just kind of wish they changed it around a little bit. There's really nothing different on it. But V8 Bomber, a cool looking truck, a cool looking paint scheme, and it's pretty cool how in real life this truck does have this paint scheme now. So that's pretty cool. And it does come with a blue crushable car, or I guess station wagon, which is cool. But yeah, truck number 25 out of 75 for the year, V8 Bomber, and this is probably not going to be the only time we see V8 Bomber. Probably going to see that silver one back eventually. And coming in at number 4, this is where it starts to get a little difficult, because how I judge these and how I rank these, in my opinion, I try to go off of trucks we haven't seen before, and also trucks that we saw for the first time. So you know, even though this is the first time we're seeing this truck in 2021, it is actually the second time we're seeing it all around, and it's none other than the toxic Hotweiler. This is actually truck number 2 out of 6. So interestingly, there's 2 toxic truck or super fueled trucks in this mix, and this is truck number 49 out of 75. Now, Hotweiler is a cool casting. I love the way it looks. However, you know, this is really only cracking the top 5 just because it's the first time we saw it this year, and I believe it might be like this is definitely the second time we're seeing a toxic truck, I believe. I don't think we've seen one before Loco Punk, and also the first time we're seeing that truck's casting this year, so that's pretty cool as well. However, Hotweiler, it's a cool casting. I mean, do I wish it was something different? Yeah. I mean, one thing I kind of wish Hot Wheels did, something like this, when they have their castings like this, I kind of wish, like, with their chase piece, it was like a truck that wasn't as known. Like, Hotweiler, it could have been, you know, say there was a chase piece or a treasure hunt piece for this case. It would have been cool if it was Hotweiler, and it would have been, like, something else that would have been cool, but I guess it is what it is. But Hotweiler coming in at number 4, second super fueled, not toxic this year, super fueled truck of the year out of 6. And now we're coming down to the top 3. So the first 2 trucks, it's kind of hard to pick through, but this one's going to be number 3 just because I like the originality. It is a casting we're all too familiar with, but it is nice to see a new paint job, a new truck name, and it was already shown previously. So the reason why this one ranks higher is just because it's a new truck, it's fresh to see. Burger delivery, I feel like they took out all beefed up and replaced it with this one. Now, when this truck's out of the package, it does not have a clear coat, and it's a matted orangey red color, and it looks amazing. I love that color. I also like the design on this truck as well. It has that, like, burger, look like it's like chomping down or alive on the side, so that's pretty cool. And it's truck number 1 out of 6 for fast food, and it's also truck number 27 out of 75. Now, with the way stocking everything has gone and how stores get their inventory and everything, this truck also I'm ranking it high because it's one that could have been very missable. And I mean that by when you go to Walmart and they have nothing on the shelf. When this case got put out, the case this came in with that Invader, that Mega Rex, this was probably the last case that a lot of people saw. So looking at that case, you know, you can go watch my video on it. Burger delivery was an odd truck and a new truck out of that. I mean, you look at all of them, you see Bowser, you see the Invader, and I think it was just one of the most underrated trucks, and to see it back in this case, to have people have a second chance to get it is kind of cool. I mean, I really honestly like it for the paint scheme, and I kind of like the originality of it, and it's honestly just ranked high because it's something that's new in a way, but it's a cool idea, and honestly, I just like that matted paint job. That's why. So truck number 27 out of 75. Alright, so there's 2 trucks left, and it was kind of hard to pick which one I liked better, in my opinion. But I'm going to have to go with this one at number 2, and it's none other truck number 48 out of 75, and it's the Hot Wheels Delivery. So this casting, I like this casting. It is one of Hot Wheels' most famous castings. The whole paint crush, it's cool to see that back. It's cool to see the designs with them. I actually really like a lot of designs with the kind of like that old school kind of like paint job it's got going on. Now, this truck doesn't have a name, and I find that odd. I feel like Hot Wheels is just kind of making all the paint crush trucks their like original castings or their most popular castings, and just basically giving them something like this, which is pretty cool. And I would say this truck kind of stands out a little bit in this case, just because, you know, the 4 bottom trucks, we've seen them before, and honestly, when this case was first released and I saw the unboxing video for it and everything, this was the one that jumped up to me and jumped out to me just because of the way it looks. But, yeah, I would say this is probably I would say this truck probably is not the peg warmer. This is probably the one you would grab the most. and I wouldn't say it's the rarest, but it's definitely cool looking. I like to see that paint job, and it looks really nice. It really honestly does. So I'm happy to see Paint Crush is back. I'm also happy to see that colors, like, it just looks cool. And yeah, truck 48 out of 75, dairy delivery. Second time overall we're seeing it, but different paint job, and in my opinion, I like this paint job better than the original dairy delivery. Just putting it out there. Alright guys, so there's one truck left. It's a brand new truck, a casting that is all too familiar with Hot Wheels. It's none other than the Hot Wheels Pizza Co. BoneShaker. So this is truck number 6 out of 6 for Fast Foodie, which is kind of odd that it's 6 out of 6 already. And it's truck number 47 out of 75, and it is probably, in all honesty, the rarest truck out of this case, and maybe the most popular truck out of this case. So BoneShaker, this is a legendary casting. This is, I would say, how Spin Master has Gravedigger. I would say Hot Wheels has BoneShaker. That's like their mascot. That's their main deal. That's their baby. But this is pretty cool. So the Hot Wheels Pizza Co. We had a 124 scale truck last year. I believe it was a pickup body. It was in stores for a very limited time, and that was it. We never got a 164 scale Pizza Co. truck. I kind of wish it was the pickup, to be honest. We have so many different BoneShakers, it's pretty crazy. But however, it is nice, and it's awesome to see a truck that's refreshing, a truck we know with basically a new paint job and a new sponsor, I guess, if you want to call it that. So Pizza Co., it's got like a running pizza with wings as the mascot, which is pretty cool. And I like the colors. I like how it's green with like cheese slime on it, and it looks pretty cool. I like it. And then let's see here. Actually, it's a pizza running. That's actually really funny. You can see it a lot better on the back. And let's see, it's a pickup. Wow, they put truck type pickup for BoneShaker. Intriguing. The strength is the cheesy goodness, and the crash attack is the pepperoni punch. Now, case G altogether, probably not the strongest case of this year. However, it is refreshing to see 2 brand new paint schemes on trucks. It's nice to see an old familiar face with Loco Punk and, I guess, Hot Wheels Demo Derby and V8 Bomber. But this case overall, I guess, not a strong case. I mean, I don't know how I really honestly feel about it. I feel like it might, I would go as far as saying it might be the worst case so far for 2021. That's just my personal opinion. I do not know if there's a chase truck in here or a treasure hunt truck. I don't believe so. I think they're skipping every couple cases to put a treasure hunt truck. But yeah, it would have been cool to see a treasure hunt like Hotweiler for this case, or even Motosaurus. That would have been cool. But with that being said, guys, let me know if you guys even found this case. This case was very difficult for me to find. It took me a while to complete it because I could not find this Hot Wheels Pizza Co. truck anywhere. It's definitely the rarest truck in this case. But yeah, let me know what one is your favorite. Let me know if you really love that burger delivery, or maybe Loco Punk, or you're still rocking Demo Derby for being the best truck ever. But yeah, really cool. Nonetheless, I guess it's refreshing to see something new in stores, and it's refreshing to see 2 trucks that we know and love with brand new paint jobs. But yeah, drop a like, subscribe, and we got more videos coming out. We have a lot of videos coming out this week, actually. We're catching up on a lot of stuff now. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below what one you like the most. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys in another video very shortly.